been applied so that designs marking measurements could clearly be visible to the craftsman. Marble by nature, that is white, Taj Mahal marble. Then with the help of these sharp iron tools, the craftsmen, they start chiseling deep into the marble according to the design in this manner, cutting into the marble. These iron tools, there are various sizes, shapes, weights are different, so they have to be used accordingly. You can feel it. If you want to try, you can try.
This is what material?
Iron, iron.
Iron. But it's really hard.
It is hard. So why we have to use these heavy iron tools, there is a reason. The reason is that our Indian marble is the only marble on our planet that has crystals.
Oh, I understand.
So it makes the quality very, very hard, very, very
So
strong.
it has an internal structure, an inner structure very strong.
Very strong. So like we get marble in many other countries, like marble from Italy, from Spain, from Belgium. Comparatively to the Indian marble, that marble does not have crystals, so it makes the quality soft, fragile. Because of the crystal in the Indian marble, it makes it very hard and strong, and sometimes you also have to use a hammer
Okay, I
to
understand.
go deep into the marble, removing the crystals. So while the craftsman is busy chiseling, the same design is given to the craftsman on the grinding wheel, and there he gives the shape to all the precious and semi-precious stones. With one hand he moves the wheel, with the other hand he holds the stones in his fingers, resting it against the moving wheels, and then he forms and shapes them into a flower, petal, bud, stem and a root. So from a solid piece, he grinds it down to very tiny, very minute pieces. See, just like this over here. Like here he shaped a couple of rose flowers, the leaves, the petals.
Every little piece is
The
made by
buds.
hand.
Yeah, all done by hand. And from that size to this size, if you separate them, they separate in this manner. Small, small, tiny pieces. And all this work is done on that grinding wheel.
Yes.
Once they finish shaping all the stones, now it's time for it to be inlaid into the marble. And before they inlay these stones, they apply this special kind of glue.
Okay.
I'd like to inform you, it is the same glue that has been used on the walls of the Taj Mahal. We are still using it up till date. And this glue, it is not sold in a local market.
It is only a, how can I say it? A tradition.
Yes.
A tradition formula.
And neither we use the modern chemicalized glues. We are using the same old recipe that has been used way back at the Taj Mahal. It's totally made out of vegetables.
Okay.
Vegetable. If you feel it, it's hard. The same hardness will be maintained throughout his life. Once the stones are being inlaid, it will be set there for lifelong, that never comes off. Never.
I understand.
Even with heavy vibration, or if you pick up a dish from a fire and if you leave it onto the surface, it will not damage the marble, it will not disturb the stone. Set for lifelong. Once they complete the entire process, then with the help of a black sandstone, emery powder and water they sprinkle on the article, and then they start rubbing the surface in that manner. That is to smoothen the surface, to level the stones into the marble, and that gives the polishing touch to all the precious and semi-precious stones. And in the end, they wash it with soap and water. The henna color, that disappears. And it comes absolutely white, as you have seen it at the Taj Mahal.
So the powder combined with water then becomes white.
Yeah. They wash it with soap and water,
Yeah.
then it becomes white again.
Okay, I understand.
So this art is the only speciality of India, and it is specially done over here in Agra. Once you leave the city, you leave this art behind. You will not find it in any cities in India or anywhere in the world. The reason being that all these craftsmen, many more of them, they are all belonging to the same families who had built the Taj Mahal. So it's coming from father to son and generation to generation. So that's the procedure of the inlay art. Now if you want to ask any questions, you can speak up.
Okay, no, it's very, very interesting. So, how many people were involved to build the Taj Mahal and to make these designs? You know, because it's every little piece, so work by hand, so carefully.
That time Shah Jahan had invited, the Mughal emperor had invited 25,000 families from Iran, Persia.
Okay.
And after building the Taj Mahal, some of them returned and some of them stayed back. Who have stayed back, they are from that generation.
Okay, and that glue, let's keep it scientists, chemistry tried to replicate it. They couldn't replicate it.
No, that is like it's a vegetable glue, and when they inlay the stones into the marble, they have to heat it on fire. It melts.
Okay.
But the recipe, that they have kept it a secret. They do not tell it to anyone.
Okay, I understand.
Just like Coca-Cola.
Yes. Yes, obviously. Okay, no. Well, thank you for this explanation.
So the rest of the information that will be inside.
Okay,
That
I
will be
understand.
the hardness of the marble. Then I will give you the names of all the stones coming from different parts of the world. Then there will be a light show after that. And then later on they make these beautiful souvenirs, small size, big size. If you want to take a look, you can take a look.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's a part of your sightseeing. And you're not under any pressure. You can enjoy the art. Right. So photographs you can take here, inside not allowed.
Okay, thank you. I understand.